from Ohio is recognized.
It took John Boehner, the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, an additional 24 hours to convince wary Republicans to vote for his answer to the U.S.'s borrowing crisis.
And the bill is passed.
And in the end, the bill passed by just 2 votes.
This House has acted, and it is time for the administration and time for our colleagues across the aisle. Put something on the table. Tell us where you are.
But the vote was largely symbolic, a way for Republicans to push back against what they consider runaway government spending. That's because shortly after its passage, the democratically controlled Senate voted to not even discuss it.
The ayes are 59, the nays are 41.
The House plan would cut the deficit by $917 billion over the next 10 years, but it would require an additional $1.8 trillion in cuts to be identified by the end of this year, and it would increase the debt ceiling to cover spending for the next 6 months. Congress would have to vote again to increase the debt ceiling early next year. To get conservative Republicans on board, Boehner also included a balanced budget amendment requiring the government to spend only what it takes in, which would mean changing the Constitution. The Senate proposal, which is expected to be considered over the weekend, increases the debt ceiling by $2.4 trillion and would last until 2013. But it would also cut the deficit by $2.2 trillion over the next 10 years through unidentified cuts to government programs. And it's backed by some Senate Republicans and the president, who called on Americans to send messages to Congress to act.
If we don't come to an agreement, we could lose our country's AAA credit rating.